Yo, what's up guys? So guess what came in the mail? I'm excited, bro. Look at this. Y'all see what that says? Ooh, I'm excited. All right guys, I kind of already opened. Just, you know, just a quick little sneak peek. Ooh, damn. Dude, I am so hyped. I am literally so excited. We gonna get this whole thing unboxed and everything like that. But first off, we're gonna go ahead and get the Blazer out of the driveway and pull the Colorado up here so we can start working on this, man. This thing's going in today. Man, oh man. Y'all don't understand how excited I am to finally switch up this wiring harness on this truck. Dude, there's so much wrong. Like, I wouldn't say necessarily wrong. Like, for what the harness is, it does a pretty good job. And for how cheap it was, it does a pretty good job. You know what I mean? But the problem is that whenever I'm driving, I have too much vibration on the engine. It rattles this clip or something. Something moves and allows this clip to move, which then literally have to turn the truck off, get out, unplug that, push the little clip. Look, I'll show you. I'll have to do this every single time. Every single time this thing messes up, I gotta come in here, I gotta push this clip back in and then push it back on there. And I don't know why, it just resets it. I don't know. Like, I couldn't quite figure it out, or else I would have fixed it. But I'll be like in the middle of the road and I can't move. I literally have to get out, you know, and that's, not only is it unsafe, but it's also just, dude, it's the worst feeling in the world, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already loud, I'm already obnoxious. Now I'm getting out of my car, popping my hood and fixing something and jump back in. It's like, it makes my car look like a piece of crap, you know? So most definitely sick that we're gonna actually be able to finally upgrade this engine harness and also have the option to tune the truck too. So that's pretty sick. Let's get into this unboxing now. Man, I'm so excited for this damn harness, bro. Also, I don't even know what to say, bro. Like, I'm over here just like stumbling on my words and stuff like that. If my dad was out here, he would know exactly what to say and he would know exactly how to hype this up as much as possible. I hope you guys know how excited I am. Honestly, I'm kind of gonna have to go with the flow with this. I want to make sure before I tear my harness off that every single clip is going to work and everything's the same. Because the thing is like, this is my daily driver, so I don't want to be put in a position where I tear this thing completely down, or take all the harness out and everything like that, and I can't do nothing with the truck until I have to order a part or something. So we're gonna go ahead and double check, make sure all the clips are the same, make sure everything's gonna work properly. The main ones that are gonna be any somewhat different is going to be the drive-by-wire injectors, the actual injector plugs, and then I have to see exactly how the power wires and everything like that are all ran. As soon as I get like a complete understanding of exactly how everything's gonna work, I'm gonna dive into it. I just don't wanna go and just go balls deep into a situation where now I'm not gonna have a car to drive. So just give me a second to go ahead and go run through this thing real quick. Alrighty, so I got the harness laid out. I got a pretty good idea of exactly what's going on with the harness. I made sure every single clip is the same, and a majority of them are that I've checked so far. I'm still going through it. One thing though that I do need to do before I could check all the clips is I gotta take this cover off, but I kind of wanted to show you guys that first. I'm pretty confident that everything's gonna end up working out perfect. I am going with the Trailblazer SS intake manifold and some flex fuel injectors as well. So these are, I'm not sure exactly what the number is on them, but they are flex fuel and they do hold up to a higher horsepower other than stock. So whenever I ordered the harness, I had to order specifically for these injectors, well, these style of injectors. So just letting you guys know, we're gonna end up taking this intake manifold off completely while we take the harness apart and everything like that, so it's out of the way, because there is some stuff on the back of the block that we are gonna have to be able to access, such as the knock sensor, camshaft position sensor. There's grounds back there, and then I believe there's something else, but I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head right now. But we also are going to have to be taking apart some of the other stuff inside the engine bay. Gonna have to take these out. This is the harness, comes down here to the stock ECU, so all this stuff is gonna come out. These relays here are gonna come out. Basically everything right here. And then going inside the car, I have some harness tucked up underneath here that's gonna end up needing to come out. It's kind of a little bit of a hack job, as you see. It's not the best. It's not the best. Here's my OBD port from this harness. So, and then you can see the harness goes in there. So I'm gonna have to start pulling out all of this harness. There is some work before we can get to the fun stuff. So what we're gonna do is actually just jump right into it. Gotta take this thing apart. Step one, got just about everything disconnected from the intake manifold because, like I said, I'm going to be pulling the intake manifold off. It's going to help with saving a whole lot of time of reaching the back and everything like that. You know, like I said before, but also replacing it. Only thing I need to do now is just unbolt it from the actual block and then pull them out. Didn't leak too bad. Not too shabby. Time to put this new harness in. Man, the whole routing part of this is going to be the longest part of the entire process. So hopefully, you know, wish me luck, everything goes well. I'm hoping that I could possibly fit the ECU inside the truck. If not, it's gonna go and locate back over here where the other one was. But we'll see as we go. All right, so a little bit of time has passed. Basically, I got everything routed, well, most of the wiring routed and everything like that onto the engine. The only thing that I really have to do left is put the intake manifold back on and then button up the rest of the stuff on the engine itself. Other than that, I need to do a lot of wiring on this side, where actually like mounting the ECU, getting the signal wires and the main power wires and everything like that ran, and make sure everything is just looking good and looking fresh. So that's up next, is just to make this side all pretty. But at the same time, I need to make room to still be able to run those canisters. So we're gonna, you know, it's gonna take me a little bit of time. At the moment, shut your ass up. I'm trying to record, bro. What the fuck? All right. So basically, these clips here, they are the correct style, but because of the fuel rail style on these Trailblazer SS intake manifolds, it doesn't have enough room down there to actually completely clip in. So right now, Edgar is taking the Dremel and just kind of, you know, dremeling out a little bit of the plastic, just allow it to clip in all the way, just so everything's good. We don't have to worry about that no more. And then the intake manifold could go on. Cut. Look at the Ricer boy. Ricer boy. What up, man? Can you do some LS stuff with us? I'm recording my own video today, bro. Hell yeah. Look at that. Shit, looking good, huh? Yeah. But throw that Trailblazer intake manifold on it right now. Right now, I gotta just do all the wiring right here, get it all finalized and stuff. But look at this, bro. Sheesh. Yeah. Looking all simple. And then this is the actual touchscreen and stuff for it. I actually got a tablet for it. I just gotta get a like an adapter harness for it. But the intake manifold is ready to go on now. Basically got it, Edgar ended up getting it all tucked and got everything all plugged in. So now it's just all, which is pretty sick. This is just quick connect now. So now I can just disconnect this and I don't have to actually unplug the injectors to take out the intake manifold. Later, Marcus. Later there, buddy. But so now just gotta slap the intake manifold on and then button up all the rest of the stuff on top of the engine. I'm gonna go ahead and slap the intake manifold on now, so we can have him button up all the other little stuff while I finish over here. Damn, TBSS? Shit. I just need it, bro. I can't wait. I can't wait to be supercharged.
Alright, bro, chill. Chill, you're not even capped yet.
Hey, bro. I don't want to hear shit. Currently the next day, I ended up getting really late and I got really tired, so I ended up going in. Didn't 100% finish it, but for the most part got a lot of it done. At the moment we are mounting the handheld, so the plan is just to mount it here. So what I'm going to end up doing is running it through the dash. Right now I pulled it through the glove box, but it's going to run through the dash even more into the firewall because this has to go up to the actual ECU. So currently I have most of the wiring ran, and this is basically where it is that I'm going to want to mount this because of the other canister that's right here. I'm gonna mount it just like this. Yeah, so we're doing some finalizing. All these wires right here need to go inside the car, so as soon as those wires go in, then I'm going to clean up all the other wires, get them all zip tied, make them all look pretty and stuff. And then I still have to connect these two main powers. I'm gonna wait till way last to connect these, but those two main powers are gonna need to be connected still. And then what else? Oh, and then on here I need to run a hose line, because this is like a map sensor or something like that, something that needs a vacuum. So we're gonna run a vacuum onto the throttle body, well, onto the intake manifold, somewhere on there. I gotta figure it out. But other than that, most of the wiring is done and complete. It's just a bunch of like little tedious stuff whenever it comes down to this, because it's like for the most part the engine's plug and play, but actually connecting it to your chassis, you have to connect all like the main power wires and stuff like that. So some of those wires that have to come in has to be like the main key on switch and stuff. What's really cool about this thing is it actually has this little cover here. So this little thing in the back actually slides off like that, and then you could basically just mount this and then wherever you want it, and then just connect and then just slide that into there. So we're gonna mount this first here, and then just slide that in there. Let's see, they give you like some like double-sided tape or something like that. Let's see, yeah, they give you something. Oh, look at the little cursor. What fancy. All right, let's see, let me get this thing cleaned up. Go has like double-sided tape, so now we just have to pop this exactly where we want it. Make sure this thing's straight. I wanted to mount this before I pulled the slack through, because I just want to make sure I have enough slack, but also I want to make sure I don't have too much slack. There it goes. Also, this little touchscreen, little 3.5 inch freaking touchscreen, it is temporary because I do want to end up getting a tablet and then running a tablet for it. So that is going to be coming soon, but for now, just to get the truck running, I'm going to end up using this one. So luckily, it's not like I have to drill into anything and like mount it like that. Luckily, they sent you some double-sided tape. Got to finish running those main wires there, and then run the wires from outside in, and then yeah, we're almost done. So the double-sided tape that I ended up putting on there, I cleaned the surface with a little cleaning pad that they gave me and everything, and even just chilling right here, it went bloop and fell over. So yeah, I screwed it into the dash. But it's all right because it's just this one piece pops out and you could replace it. So yeah, it's fine, it's whatever. But now it's solid. Now it's definitely not going to go anywhere. It is slightly blocking the AC vent at the moment. I don't have AC, but I am going to have AC soon. But you know what, it's really not that big of a deal for me. All right, so I decided to end up putting all the harness through the firewall, and I'm going to mount the ECU on the inside. Honestly, like I wasn't really happy with the way that it was coming out right here, and just how much slack I really had inside all the harness. I was just like, bro, I have enough room to put it inside of the glove box. So if you see all this harness here, this is all the clips and everything like that. It's not 100% dialed yet, but for the most part, everything's ran in the direction that it needs to run. I took the glove box out for now because I'm currently working on a through bolt. So I marked holes. I marked where these holes were, and then I got some bolts. So basically these are going to be going on there like that, but the ECU is going to be on the inside. This originally had like this big old cone thing that came up like this. I cut that out, so it basically made it flush, and then so that the wires could still pass over and go through, but I'd still have access to all the clips and everything like that, so everything will still be good. It's just going to be a lot better being on the inside of the car, so I don't have to worry about it getting wet. I don't have to worry about anything like that. Spent too much money on it for it to sit out and get weathered on. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and mount this in there right now. Here you guys go. Boom. That's looking clean. I'm gonna be a lot happier with that than I am gonna be with it inside the truck. So, I mean, with it inside the engine bay. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this thing mounted back in there and then start plugging everything up. I got everything wired up on the inside of the car. Basically everything is ready to go. There's only one wire left, which this one here is for the brake switch. I haven't wired it up yet because I have two sensors on my brake pedal, and I generally just want to like put a test light on it while it actually has power, just to make sure that I connect it to the right actual sensor or whatever. Other than that, interior's done. And then inside the engine bay, I got everything put back together. So intake's back on. I put those canisters back over there. I have all the relays ran, so the fan relays ran, and then the starter relays ran as well. And then what else is there? I got all the main powers and everything ran, so the only thing I have to do is connect the main power. And then also, so I have to run the alternator wiring separately, which is weird. I didn't know that the Holley was gonna come with like a separate harness, but I guess it makes sense because it doesn't have any of the charge harness in it at all. So I guess, but so right now I got the clip off of the other harness that I had gotten, that I just taken off of it, and then I'm going to run ignition switch power, and then I have to run an ohm or something like that. I gotta do some research on it, but that's next. I don't need to necessarily do that right now to get this thing started, so I'm not gonna do it yet because I'm kind of just a little bit tired of doing wiring at the moment. We're gonna go ahead and try to see the whole startup process of this, exactly what it is that you need to do. All right, after doing some reading of the pamphlet, I just wanted to make sure that I didn't do anything wrong before I added the power source. And the only thing that I don't have connected is going to be the brake switch in there, and that's it. That's the only thing that I don't have ran, so shouldn't be an issue. There's a few sensors that I do not have on the engine at the moment that I'm going to be getting soon. I need a fuel pressure sensor to actually go in between the line. That's not ran. There's also and then also intake air temp sensor that I don't have any of those ran. I'm not sure if that's gonna mess with it at all. I really hope not. So yeah, we're ready to connect the battery. I don't know why I got back in. Okay, nothing's caught on fire yet, so I think we're good. Why are my hazards on? Inside the little handy dandy little pamphlet, it gives you an instruction list on how to do absolutely everything, including the first start. So I'm gonna make sure to follow this just to make sure I do everything correctly, because this is the first time I've had a Holley. I watched a bunch of videos on it and stuff, but still like get a good refresher. So basically what it wants me to do is initial power up, turn the key to the on position, and then allow the digital screen to turn on, and then basically you're gonna follow the prompt and fill in all your information and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and see if this thing powers up the way it needs to power up. Sorry guys, I'm super hyped. Please run the wizard or load a calibration. I gave you a cool little thing. Okay, so first step, it's letting us know that there's no calibration loaded in the ECU. To continue, please run wizard or load a calibration. So what you're gonna want to do is it wants you to click the wizard's icon on the main menu, and it wants you to click the GCF. It wants you to click multi-port fuel injection. Oh, next cylinder numbers 8. Next, that's the firing order I got. Yep. And then we'll do liters 5.3. Next, camshaft spec. I gotta look up what the stock camshaft is. I believe it's gonna be below 235. Now I just gotta select basically everything. So I'm just gonna go through this. It's gonna be the 24X fuel pressure, 60 psi. Next, injectors. I gotta figure out what injectors I have now. Damn it. So basically what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna fill in all the information that fits your vehicle, like injector size, map sensor, all the little details that it asks. I ended up finishing putting in all the information, so now it has to take some time to load up a base map. So now you start. Perfect. Please cycle ignition to complete the operation. Okay. Perform a TPS auto set before startup. Okay, now time to perform a TPS auto set. Wizard's choice, TPS auto set. Make sure ignition is on, ignition is not started. Start. Slowly press down the pedal to the floor, then slowly release. Slowly down, slowly release. Do it twice. Next. TPS auto set was successful. Perfect. Done. Before starting the vehicle, verify that all the sensors are reading properly. Turn the key off and cycle back on. At this time, you should hear the fuel pump come on and run for 5 seconds. We do need to check for leaks because we did just put this on here. Make sure there's no leaks here. This is the only part of the fuel system that we changed. Yeah, should be chilling. Should be chilling. Select the monitor tab. Monitors. Initial startup. Okay, so what you should see for engine RPM is stall. So it should say stall. Map should read from 95 to 102. Okay, cool. TPS, slowly depress the throttle to wide open. It should read 100% wide open. 100%. Battery is fucking low, so hopefully I need to freaking put this thing on a charger. CTS should be cold. If the engine is cold, it should read ambient temperature. So yeah, about ambient temperature now. All right, start up. Vehicle should be ready to start up. Open the same sensor screen in the sections 23.0. Make sure the TPS is reading 0. If it does not, do a TPS auto set, or if it's reading 1 to 2, close the idle screw on the throttle body slightly. So, cycle this off. Make sure it turns off all the way. TPS is at 21. It said at this point it should be at like 0. I don't know how to adjust. This one doesn't have adjustment screws in it. So I think that's inside of the system. Okay. Sorry for the long clips. Just trying to figure this out.
How's it feel?
It feels a lot more smooth to drive for sure.
Yeah.
But I haven't really like gotten into it because I'm just trying to let it learn the system.
Yeah, let it learn everything.
Yeah.
Was it running good and everything though?
No, it runs good.
Shit, boy, did you get the idle figured out?
Like
Or is the idling kind of high, huh?
Sometimes the idle's high. Like if it's sitting there, like and I'm letting it learn and just off of base idle, and I rev it up, it'll get stuck at like 2,000 RPM. Which
Really?
I'm just trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? I have to like do a little bit of like.
You also just switched intake manifolds.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't know if it's a problem with that or a problem with the ECU.
Yeah, true.
Does that show you your coolant temp and everything?
Yeah, so coolant temp is right there.
Shoot, boy, that's sick.
It shows everything.
Dun dun dun. All right, well that thing is officially running on a Holley Terminator X Max.
It runs good too.
Does it?
It runs really good. Yeah.
So did you get it all figured out last night?
Yeah, I figured it out, and I figured out how to like actually adjust stuff and like, you know, like actually get it to start learning itself. So
Yeah.
just drove it around some and then allowed it to learn itself, so now it's actually running good.
Yeah, that's freaking dope, dude. He said he got on it last night and it feels like it's a lot quicker too. Like it's got more power.
It definitely is.
Much harder pull, though. You also did the Trailblazer SS manifold. Anyhow, guys, you got it all installed and he's got it running. And like he said, it's running a lot better than what it did. So this is just the start. Now he's got to learn how to mess with it and tune and all that. But that's pretty much it. This boy is off to work and I'm probably going to be working on that damn Mini. I got to get off the trailer out there. So anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. Peace out and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later there, Ruggy.
Later there, guys.